What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with another one. And I wasn't planning to make this video. I was super late to the party and I said, you know what? Why even bother? My audience probably knows already. But you guys might not know this because I didn't know this. I just found this out today. My boy tells me, hey, look, check this out, blah, blah, blah. This is something that's really, messed up. And I read it and it's complete lunacy. But before we get to it, please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Join the flock. The water's warm. Now, what is this about? Well, if you've been watching the Oscars, I haven't. They've been trashed the last few years. And who cares about these people? They're millionaires patting themselves on the back, Who cares about these people? Like, seriously. So, they've always been full of trash ever since Halle Berry won that Oscar. It's been nothing but just woke. It wasn't that bad when she won it, but it's been nothing but woke for decades now, or better part of 2 decades now, where it's just like every single person gets up to the podium and feels that they need to say something political. That shouldn't be the case. We're just there to see what you guys think is the best movie. That's it. Now, that's why nobody cares. But check this out. I mean, this... just remember, Barbie, the movie Barbie, which I love Margot Robbie. I think she's a great actress. And Ryan Gosling, I think he's a great actor. They're both great actors. But man, Barbie was just a non-stop, slag on the patriarchy, about how white men are bad, white straight males are bad, cisgender males are bad. All this trash is what it was, right? But believe it or not, Barbie got nominated for several Oscars. Why? It was an awful movie, dude. It was awful. Barbie was a hateable character. Like, she had nothing going for her. Like, I can't think of one redeeming thing. But anyways, check this out. It says representation and inclusion standards. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Sorry, I wasn't ready for that one. The representation and inclusion standards for Oscars eligibility in the Best Picture category are designed to encourage equitable representation on and off screen to better reflect the diverse global population. If that were true, then every single black film would only be like 13%. And every single, Hispanic film would be like 30% or whatever. You get what I'm saying? But it isn't. It isn't. And the fact that now for the Best Picture nomination, you have to follow this or you're not going to get nominated, that is insane. A film can achieve this standard by meeting the criteria in at least one of the following areas. Let's see what these following areas are, shall we? It says A1, the lead or significant supporting actors from underrepresented racial or ethnic groups. At least one of the lead actors or significant supporting actors is from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group in a specific country or territory of production. Are you kidding me right now? It's been nothing but woke trash, and it's like the only people that exist are minorities. And then they go on to list all the minorities. This may include African American, Black, African, and of Caribbean descent, East Asian, including Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and Mongolian, Hispanic or Latina, what is Latine? Because there's an E there. Don't know. Latino and Latinx, because we got to get that Latinx in there. Indigenous people, including Native American and Alaskan Native, Middle Eastern, North African, Pacific Islanders, South Asian, including Bangladeshi, Bhutanese, Indian, Nepali, Pakistani, and Sri Lankan. Good Lord. You get the idea. Southeast Asian, general ensemble cast. Okay, so if one of the lead actors is not from one of these groups, then the general ensemble cast. At least 30% of all actors in secondary and more minor roles are from at least two underrepresented groups, which may include women, racial or ethnic group, LGBTQ+. I'm surprised they didn't go AAI and all the other stuff. People with cognitive or physical disabilities or who are deaf or hard of hearing. All right. Couple things. Fuck Latinx. That's not a thing. I'm not gonna let you make it a thing. As far as I'm alive, anyways, I'm gonna keep saying fuck you with the Latinx bullshit. I'm hard of hearing as hell, and I don't need my protagonists or my supporting actors to be hard of hearing for me to go, that movie, I feel seen. Oh, thank God, I feel seen. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Let's see what A3 is, huh? Main storyline. The main storyline or storylines theme or narrative of the film is centered on an unrepresented group. These people are off the chain crazy. Women, racial or ethnic group, LGBTQ plus, people with cognitive or physical. Okay, we get it. Standard B, creative leadership and project team. A film can achieve this standard by meeting the criteria in at least one of the following areas. Okay, again, so the actors in front of the camera or the storyline or whatever, all of that, you need one of these from standard A, and then you need one of these from standard B. Let's see what standard B is. I wonder if standard B is a little bit more reasonable. It says standard B, creative leadership and project team. A film can achieve this standard by meeting the criteria in at least one of the following areas: creative leadership and department heads. At least two of the following creative leadership positions and department heads: casting director, cinematographer, composer, costume designer, director, editor, hairstylist, makeup artist, producer, production designer, set decorator, sound, VFX supervisor, writer are from an underrepresented group, and at least one of those positions must belong to someone from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group. What? Underrepresented groups may include women, racial or ethnic group, LGBTQ plus, people with cognitive or physical disability, blah blah blah. Blah. Okay, so let me get. So if I'm reading this right, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sleep deprived, and I'm a little gobsmacked at this shit. If I'm reading this right, they have to have something from standard A. Then they also have to have something from standard B. Again, if I'm reading this right. And then on top of that, standard B means that you need to be a woman who is, let's say, a black woman. You can't be just a white woman, or you can't just be a black man. You need to be, it needs to be women, racial or ethnic group. Like, this whole thing doesn't make sense. I guess racial or ethnic group, they would say, oh, an African American meets both of those criteria. But it's crazy. And it says B2, other key roles, at least 6 other crew, team, and technical positions, excluding production assistants, are from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group. These positions include but are not limited to first AD, gaffer, script supervisor, etc. B B3, I'm trying to be professional. I swear I am. B3, overall crew composition. At least 30% of the film's crew is from at least 2 underrepresented groups, which may include, you guessed it, women, racial or ethnic group, LGBTQ+, people with cognitive or physical difficulties, or who are deaf or hard of hearing. Okay, that was standard B. Surely standard C is a little bit more reasonable, right? Let's see. Industry access and opportunities. Paid apprenticeship and internship opportunities. Even the interns. If you want to get nominated for an Oscar, even the interns have to be freaking minorities. This is insane. We're minorities because there's less of us. Like, this is insane. Whatever happened to meritocracy? Good Lord, work ethic. You bust your chops. You get your chops busted. You bust your ass working, and then you finally get in there. Like, who is doing this? Why is this being allowed? Why is anybody paying to watch these horrible movies? I didn't pay to watch Barbie. I can tell you that much right now. Again, so it says the film's distribution and financing company has paid apprenticeships and internships, blah blah blah. And you know what the gist is. The major studios distributors are required to have substantive ongoing paid apprenticeships or slash internships inclusive of underrepresented groups, must also include racial or ethnic groups in most of the following departments: production, development, physical production, post-production, music, VFX, acquisitions, business affairs, distribution, marketing, and publicity. Insane! The mini major, I don't know what the hell that means. The mini major or independent studio distributors must have a minimum of 2 apprentices or interns from the above underrepresented groups, at least 1 from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group. So they're making it even more specific. It has to be a black trans person, as an example. It has to be it has to be a twofer in at least one of the following departments: production and development, physical production, blah, blah, blah. You get the gist. Training opportunities and skills development, crew. The film's production, distribution, and or financing company offers training and or work opportunities for below-the-line skill development to people from the following underrepresented groups. You know that already by now. I don't have to do the same song and dance. Standard D. It also must follow another standard. And on this one, it says, to achieve standard D, the film must meet the criterion below. So it's all of this for standard D, right? Yeah. Let's see. To achieve standard D, the film must meet the criterion below: representation in development, marketing, publicity, and distribution. The studio and or film company has more than one in-house senior executives belonging to at least 2 underrepresented groups on their creative and development, marketing, publicity, and or distribution teams. At least 1 individual must belong to an underrepresented racial or ethnic group. Underrepresented groups may include, you know what they are. Underrepresented racial or ethnic groups may include, you know what they are. The insanity, because minorities are just inherently better at everything else, and we're just inherently good. So all of you guys that are not Hispanic out there, all right, that you're just straight white males, I'm inherently better than you. I have the morals, high ground. I'm kidding, by the way. That's ridiculous. This is all insane bullshit that I'm not kidding. I would rather die than adhere to this shit. You know why? Because the moment that I adhere to shit like this is the moment that Maverick Raven died. That's the moment that I died as a person. Because this is not me. This is something I would never go with. This right here is straight crazy. Because why on earth should if I'm making a movie, dude, like, if I'm making a movie, I'm doing it to entertain. You can't entertain people when you start doing the Sweet Baby Inc. shit, right? And you're doing everything by committee. When you see a film that has 20 producers, buckle up, Buttercup, because it's gonna be nasty. Okay, it's gonna be a note fest, if you know what I mean. Because one producer A, is gonna say, "Hey, you know what? I didn't like the way you delivered that line. I'd rather you do like this." And then producer C is gonna come because producer B is still just quiet, looking at what he doesn't like. And then producer C comes and he does something else and he goes, "You know what? I didn't like the way you did that line." And then you go to him, but producer A told me to do it like that. And that's the in Spanish, in Cuban, we call it un arroz con mango, a rice with mango. It's disgusting. It's a mess. And once it gets mixed, there's no unmixing it. It's disgusting. You can't eat it. You know what I'm saying? All categories other than Best Picture will be held to their current eligibility requirements. Films in the specialty feature categories: animated feature film, documentary feature, international feature film submitted for Best Picture general entry consideration will be prompted to participate in the representation and inclusion standard process. So in other words, international feature films now are screwed because they're not with this woke shit. You think the Japanese are with this woke shit? They're not, dude. Anyways, this is crazy. I can't believe I've spent 14 minutes talking about this. Man, at least I'm not angry. I'm just kind of disgusted. So I'm going to go do something fun. I'm going to go play some Rise of the Ronin. It's grown on me, I got to tell you. The Rise of the Ronin has grown on me a lot. So, but anyways, you guys let me know. Am I the asshole here? Comment below. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. But for now, be safe, be good to one another, and stay based.